Morning guys, it is Thursday 29th of January and today we're doing the Ring of Steall. It's only about 20 to 7 in the morning, so there's no light. So we're going to see Steall Falls, which is the second highest waterfall in Scotland. Danger of death, we'll try not to do that. And we're heading off. I don't know how much of this you can see because it's still dark, but you can. There's a little bit of a view now. But we're at the Via Ferrata Bridge. I don't fancy this, but we're gonna let's see if Coos falls in first. That looks a bit wobbly to me. The other option is get your feet wet and go across the rocks. That doesn't look good, does it? Right. On, right, camera on. Let's give it a try. Oh, it was bouncy. Not too bad. Via Ferrata. Oh, it's wobbly. Oh, you got to take it slow. I was going to go over the rocks, but I thought I'd come all this way and not do this. I must say this is horrible. Someone's put a sticker where you get onto the bridge with a picture of a cat looking fed up, and it's just got nope. Oh, it goes from side to side. Oh, it's worse in the middle. Oh, this is not good. Wobbling from side to side. Hopefully it'll get easier as you get to the other side. Oh. This is going everywhere. I don't like this. People do this thousands of feet of mountains, like Coos. Get steadier near the end again. That is horrible. Feel seasick. Oh man, that's fine, I'm here.
Spencer's alive!
You get to the middle and it goes like that.
Yeah, it goes really,
With no bridge. After that Via Ferrata bridge, you have to cross a bog, and it is a bog. Ooh. Across there. Get a picture of the falls. Still a bit dark, well, still quite dark, but that's a Steall Falls, second highest waterfall in Scotland, but you can't see anything. I hope the camera's picking that up. Yeah, that's a river. There you go, is that a better view? Can you see it? Turn the head towards it. Oh, you can see it. Hopefully you can see a bit better now. It's not properly light, but it's a lot lighter than it was. Right, so good morning again. It's I gave the wrong date before. It's Thursday the 30th of January. We had a recovery day yesterday after the epic Tuesday trip up the CMD Arete. Absolutely exhausting. So we're doing the ring of Steall today. These are Steall Falls. We've got 4 Munros to do, and one that used to be a Munro was declassified as a Munro, I think back in the 90s, I think. So we've got 5 biggies to go over today, and I've got to get back to Ellis Brigham before 6 o'clock to take my hired boots back. And if you watched the last video, I left my boots at home and I have to hire some. So not a happy chappy. So we better crack on that way. All down there, I don't know if you can see properly, it's just a bog. We're bog dodging, now we get stuck up here. Try and go over there and drop down further down. It's just sinking over the top of your boots. So we'll find a way. Whew. That is just a bog. We've come up over all the mossy rocks to get around it. Look at that. Right, gained a bit of height. Bit of sunshine on the top there. Pretty awesome view. I'm heading up there. Got the sun on the tops of the mountains with the snow on. We're hitting deeper snow now. Almost time for crampons. To get a little bit higher because it's quite soft. Lovely jubbly. Put that back in there. Give you an idea, this is tough. It's frozen on the top, the softer underneath, your feet sink right down. Crampons are on. The things you do for fun. Looks like someone's had a bum slide down there. I will loosen up the first one's breaking trail on this one. Just you got to push up and your foot sinks down to the snow. But look at the view. Awesome. That for the view. Not you, the mountains. This is a bit of a tricky bit there. You don't want to be sliding down there. Views. Look at that. There's triangular peaks there. And in the distance. I think we go over that on the way back. Mountains all around. 2 more guys doing it as well. We're going up there next. Oh, this is hard work. Oh. Hard work. Look at that. Absolutely magnificent. But you don't want to slide down there. Gotta get to the top. Real tough cookies. Oh. Now that was tough. And look at this view. Not that way now. That's the first time actually proper. I mean, I've used my iTax, you know, all day Tuesday and today, but to actually get up a steep slope, actually the other way, that's the first time I've had to do that. Never have done it without it. Mountains everywhere you look. Again, crunchy on the top, soft underneath. Whew. Energy sapping. That's what we got coming up. Steep. How deep the snow is. Little cornices on the edge. Look how dodgy it is. Whoa! Avalanche alert. Oh, this is going to go in a minute. Oh man.
When you're used to these steps, when you put in your nose,
Yeah.
your nose into the earth.
Yeah. Is that still crawling? Yeah. I don't know where that footage that I've just taken on the slog through the snow came out, but I'm not sure this is something a 60-year-old man should be doing in winter. It is not good. It's pretty awesome and pretty epic, but wow. Hard work coming up there. But it's worth it, because look at these views. Epic. Heading over that way now.
Actually, you told me you were 21.
Look at this for a ridge walk. Got to be really careful that you don't trip sideways in the deep snow, because sideways means curtains. Whoop. Deep. Whoa, up to a knee. You get the idea. Ridge walk all the way along up there now. Look at this for a ridge walk. Got to be really careful that you don't trip sideways in the deep. It's just on my shoulder strap, so excuse the filming, but I think it's worth seeing this. There's a big cornice on the edge here. You've got to stay away from the edge. There's a big drop down there, and there's a bit of a avalanche risk. But look at this. This is absolutely stunning. It's just sinking 3 feet down in places. guys in front of us that have broke trail anyway. Still tough. I'll put the names of the peaks on the description. The first one that just peaked before was Ann T or something. The only one I can pronounce is probably Ambodak. So there's 4 Munros and another peak. And there's some rocks under this, snow as well. Oh. Right, I'll turn it off now. Have some battery left for later. Right, that's the ridge you just come along. That's quite hairy, that, and deep snow, because your foot sinks in, you go to tip like that. Up there now. Round there, round there, round there, round there. This is going to be a long day. Not a good in. This is the very edge of my comfort zone. This is not good. Right, I'm going to turn this off. This is too scary to film. Right, I can't do it. I can't get past that boulder. Drops on both sides. I've been really scared coming over there. I'm going to go back. Q's going to carry on. I can't. My head's gone. My head's gone. Look at that. I'll update you when I get down safely, hopefully. This is no easier coming down than it is going up. Thought I'd just show you. And backwards climb, down climb. Snow's about 2 or 3 feet thick here, and it's just a pure expanse of snow. If that slides, there's nothing for the axe to purchase. I just got up that ridge and I just bottled it. And when you get a bad feeling in the mountains, you got to listen to it. I've called it. Oh, still not easy getting back the way I came. Right, should be up. Oh, see what I mean about this snow? That goes, not a big drop at least, it's a gradual slope, but it's a bit dodgy, so we'll carry on that way. Thought I'd turn that off then. I can't turn it off with my gloves. Come on, gloves. There's a few hazards like that as well you have to be careful of. But look at that scenery. Absolutely stunning, and I'm really gutted that I've backed off, but you gotta go with it. If you get that feeling, you just gotta back off. You can't push on. I just got the shakes a bit, and no, it's hard enough getting back down this way. No, down there and down that way. Right, I'm back down, just about. There's the falls in daylight. Second highest waterfall in Scotland. So all I've got to do now, head back to the car park, and I'll do an update when I get back to the van. But pretty impressive, that. Afternoon, guys. I just wanted to put this little video together. I didn't film anything after the last scene, getting down from Ring of Steall. So I just wanted to do a summary of why I backed out of the route and what happened. I made it safely back down, as you can see. It wasn't easy. Back down climbing, kicking in steps and ice act, just concentrate one step on a time to get down. It seemed to take, well, it was a 10-hour day altogether. We started really early. I got back to the van, it was just on 5:30, and I had to get to Fort William for 6 o'clock to take my boots back to Ellis Brigham. I got there 5 minutes before they closed, so I made it. Coos and the two guys he joined up with, you may have seen his video. Watch it if you haven't, it's epic footage on it. Clogs on the Mountain is Coos' video channel. He filmed some good stuff, so have a watch of that. You can see what happened after he left me, some of the terrain that he went over. It was about 8 o'clock when they got down, so probably a good job that I did turn back. The reason I turned back, in the summer I would have done that route, but I watched Coos go past that first crux and it looked like he almost went. He told me after that, you know, he wet himself doing it, and he wouldn't like to reverse that to come back. So I called it at that stage. Walking along the ridge in deep snow, just had this feeling, you put your foot into, you follow the rut to the person in front, because there's a cornice on one side with a big drop on the other side, and there was stones and rocks underneath that, and sometimes you put your foot in, it just twisted to the side, and you felt you're up on an exposed ridge. I just felt you were going to go to the side. I felt uncomfortable with that, and when we got to that crux, saw Coos do it, I was, no, I'm not doing it. And there's a lesson for in the mountains. If you feel you ever get to the stage where you're not sure, I knew if I went past that point there'd be no turning back and I'd never get back past it, and that's the main thing that put me off. If I had done it, I'd have had to carry on whatever was in front of us, because I'd never have made it back. If you ever get that feeling, just call it, just back off, because sometimes a gut feeling can save your life. Look at some of the footage just after that crux as well, from Coos' footage. I don't think I fancied that, so I found my limit there. We did the COD arete 2 days before, absolutely horrendously long day, 13.5 hours, but I was fine with that. It was tiring because of the snow, but never did I feel at risk on that ridge at all. It was just a long day and tiring, but I felt unsafe when I got to that crux. Called it, turned back. So there's nothing wrong with turning back in the mountains, and especially if you're scrambling. If you know that once you get past a certain point you can't get back and you're not sure, it's always best to turn back. It was a good job I did. I'd have asked to, if I'd have got down at 8 o'clock with Coos, I'd have asked to phone round, try and find somewhere to stay for the night so I could get the boots back in the morning. You know, and no chance that I got somewhere that late at night, so we're glad I turned back. But I just wanted to give a summary of the trip. It was a fantastic trip. Coos had a great time. We both had a great time. But if you get that gut feeling that you're not safe, just call it and back off. Lesson learned, I'm still alive, which is, and the funny thing is, there's a sign on the way up, said danger of death. And I think I joked at the beginning of the video, something like, we'll make sure that doesn't happen or something. But I did feel like I was putting my life in danger if I'd have gone past that point, and so I called it. But thanks for watching the video. Make sure you check out Coos' video, Clogs in the Mountains. We've got some great footage of all the scrambles that we've done, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm really busy again at the moment, so I don't know when that'll be. It's about 3 weeks since I did the Scotland trip, so I'll try and get this video out for the weekend. So thanks for watching.